Hello. Thank you so much for agreeing to be one of the judges for AAF Chattanooga. Really looking forward to seeing the results of the competition after you've been able to score them. To give you an idea about Chattanooga, uh, I'm going to share with you, going to share my screen with you and just show you some demographics of us so that you're a little bit more aware of who we are. We're the Chattanooga greater metropolitan area includes some of Georgia, north part of Georgia, and we do have some agencies that have national campaigns, but most of ours are more local. And just I'll put this in the email that I'm going to send to you guys, but just so you have an idea of uh, the type of people that you're judging here. Chattanooga is an amazing, wonderful city. We're fairly cutting edge, I think, in the way of kind of a green focus, and in some areas of technology. Strangely enough, it's not what I anticipated when I moved here, but it's a great area. I love it.
What I'd like to do in this tutorial is simply walk you through the mechanics of how we work with the software. I will have set up an if you don't already have an AAF account, I will set one up for you in order to complete the judging. And when I'm going through this tutorial today, I'm going to be using the judging account of Kirsten to give an example of how this would look. Once you log in, you'll probably come and see a screen such as this. And when you come here, there's a lot of things that you looks like we could click on or do, but we are actually going to come right to the left hand side here and go to my judging assignments. And so in this case, we would just click on my judging assignments and we'll see there are the professional and the student submissions here. Now, if you do this and it doesn't take you to the AAF Chattanooga judging, it's possible that if you were a judge with a different club in the past, then you might be linked to that club. So if that's the case, we'd come back to this and let me just show you. I'm going to bring a screenshot of what that might look like. Um, so if you've been a judge of more of one place, you might have this, and it might say change judge club, in which case if you click on change judge club it will show you all of the AAF chapters in the United States, and you would simply pick AAF Chattanooga. All right, but let's keep going here. And so what do we do from this screen? And at this point, we have all of the student and the professional judges. You can see how many entries we have for each one. And let's just go ahead and open. And here you can see the different categories where people have submitted, and we could just start at the top here and open all of them at the same time, or we could, if you have a particular favorite category, you could start on that. So if you want to look at a website first, you could do that. I'm just going to go to the view all categories. And here we can see a listing of all the categories, and in order to judge, we'll want to select each one with the view entry. So let's pick that first one, and here you'll get information about it, and you don't know who has created it because these are blind judging, so we don't want to actually be able to know who the agency or the individual was, but you'll get to see some of this information. And uh, so we do have one thing that you notice, we do have this question, was it work done pro bono? And if they put yes, that would mean it could be something that we could give a public service award to. For if we find one that's particularly strong in the public service category, we could potentially give an award to that. But let's keep going. Let's go to next. And here we will now see the different things that they've entered here. And so we can just click and we can watch, and we could go to YouTube if you want to see it on a larger scale. Uh, over here is our evaluation form, and you will give a score in this category here, and the score. How the scoring generally works is that if you score it between 90 to 100, that means this is the top level, this is top level work. So let's think of it like an A if you were in school. And so a 90 is generally going to be a piece that is going to be given a gold award in many cases. And so anywhere between 90 and 100, top level work. If you score it at an 80 to an 89, this is good work, very good work. But there might be one or two things that aren't as well executed as you would like. So a score of 80 to 89 will put it most likely in the silver category. And if you think it is promising, but it's not there yet, we can give it a score of 70 to 79, and this will put us in the bronze category. And bronze will get a certificate, but it's something that it is not eligible to go on to the next round of judging at the district level. And just so you know, that all of our gold award winners will automatically be forwarded to our district, which is a 5-state region, and they'll compete against all the gold awards in district. And the silver winners, they get to choose if they want to be forwarded on to the district competition. They have to pay, however, to be forwarded on to the district. But the bronze do not have the option to be forwarded on. Now, if you do not think it deserves any type of award, then we can do anything from 69 and below is fine. You could just do a 69 if we want to be nice about it, but if you think it's worth a 5, it's that bad, well, that's fine. Just go ahead and give it a 5. But just know that below 69, it's not eligible for anything. You're welcome to leave comments in the evaluation. You do not have to, but you certainly are welcome to do so to give a little bit of feedback there. So once you finish watching and you have filled out what you want to fill out here, what I generally would do is I would click save and go to next, and then that would automatically bring up the next item, the next entry. But of course you could save and go back to the list. Now I am going to cancel and go back because again I'm using Kirsten's account here to demonstrate, and I do not want to accidentally save any scores in there. All right, so once you judge all the professional, let's go back to my judging assignments, and then you would go to the students and judge the student ones. Now, of course, these are students, and uh, their work is probably going to be a lower quality than what our professionals are, but they're learning, and as you're judging these, I would encourage to have comments, maybe a couple words, a sentence that we could give to the students if you think there's something that they could learn from you. If you don't think there's anything they could learn, it is completely fine just to put a score in and save and go on to the next one. So there's no pressure that you have to give comments, but probably the ones who appreciate the comments the most are the students. But again, no pressure. We've had hundreds of judges who simply put a score in and nothing else, and we are simply happy that you're taking the time to judge and to rank these awards. So I don't want you to feel like there's too much to do and there isn't enough time. I am here to help you in any way that you need. I will put my email and my phone number in an email that I'm sending to you, and feel free to email me, to call, or to text me, and I'm happy to help. I guess the last thing to say is that we would like to get a Zoom meeting together. Should be about 30 minutes or so, in which we could meet together and talk about best in show, because we need to have a best in show for professional and for students, and for each judge to choose something that they would like to give a judge's choice award to. So this could be something that maybe technically score-wise scored in a lower category. Maybe it scored in the 80s or even the 70s, but it just struck you as particularly notable. Maybe it had a great concept behind it, but maybe the video work wasn't great. But you think it's that idea behind it was worthy of the Judge's Choice Award, and that's fine. It can be whatever each judge chooses. So would love to have each judge choose one professional and one student entry that you would like to give a Judge's Choice Award to. So since we have three judges, we'll have three professional Judge's Choice Awards and three student Judge's Choice Awards. And again, completely up to you how you would like to do that. So this will be a fairly quick meeting just to get those few things settled. And if possible, when you pick your judge's choice or the best in show, if I could have somebody give a short explanation of why, and then I can work that into our presentation so we can hear the voice of the judge saying why these were some of the best work that was submitted this year. So thank you again. We appreciate you, and I look forward to meeting with you for the Zoom meeting to pick the award winners. Thanks again. Bye bye.